Hi guys, it's Chris speaking. Welcome or welcome back. A little bit more of a relaxed video today. We are here in my home lounge room. This is Ariana. I don't think you've seen her before, but she is my dog. My fiance has just left the building, so there may be some crying, not by me. Later on. Sorry. I also have coffee. Wanted to have a chat today about, I guess, weird dysphoria stories or weird dysphoria moments that have come up in my life because a lot of us go through dysphoria, and a lot of the dysphoria that trans people go through, or gender questioning people go through, can be sort of summed up in 4 or 5 ways. But there are some weird shit that gets thrown at you where you look back on and you're like, really, you chose that to pick on? Thanks, brain. So I'm going to share a couple of the more insane ones with you, just to let you know that you are not alone, and sometimes this crap can just come from you out of nowhere. If you haven't watched my video explaining what dysphoria is, or a little bit about what it feels like for a trans person, then I'd highly recommend it. If you are trans, then you know basically how it feels. So anyway, I'm going to share 2 of the most ridiculous things that has happened to me, or stories that made me quite dysphoric, and then later on I was like, bruh, really? The first one has to do with video games. I would call myself a casual gamer. I don't sit in front of a TV for 100 hours. I can't sit still for more than an hour at a time, unless I'm playing Stardew Valley, which I don't know how or why I've sunk in so many hours into that game, but I'm going to make a video of it because it is like a meditation. Highly recommend it. This one is about Pokemon Shield. So I bought Pokemon Shield when it came out. I got it for Christmas from a friend. Sorry, they bought it for me when it came out, and then I got it for Christmas. English words are good. And I started playing it. Now, one of the new features in the Pokemon games that came out last year were shops. So you can go into shops and you can change your outfits and whatever. So I chose a boy character, and like one of the first steps along the way, I went to a shop and I was all excited to buy some new clothing, and then I saw how a particular top from a fictional shop looked on my fictional character, and it made me feel gross because I thought that if people ever saw my character, they would see quite a dainty collarbone underneath that shirt, and that made me feel gross and like I was less of a man, and I got that weird tingly dysphoria feeling happening, all because of a fictional shirt which I did not purchase in the game looked weird on my fictional character. Tell me that's not dumb. But it just goes to show that this sort of thing can hit you from nowhere. Another one that I will share with you, which is a little bit more real just because I have to look at this particular thing every day that I'm at work. Excuse me. Every day that I'm at work, I have to look at this particular thing, and it's like the dumbest thing that my brain did, and it does occasionally. So I use a unisex bathroom at my place of work, and on the back of the unisex bathroom, I should have drawn this previously, but bear with me, there's a symbol that sort of looks like an E, and it's on an angle. My dumbass brain went into that toilet and said, there's an E in here. Maybe they know that I have estrogen in my system, because there's an E on the back of the door. And then I felt weird using a toilet that had an E on the back of the door. In fact, I don't even know if estrogen is spelt with an E. I think it's with an O. I'm going to look that up. Estrogen. No, can't spell it. I guess you can spell it with an E. Okay. Oestrogen. You can also spell it just with an E. Anyway, doesn't mean that it's less ridiculous. So I held my urine for the rest of that day because I did not want to be seen going into a bathroom which had the E for estrogen on the back and it was ridiculous. And then the next day, I realized that that particular E is to do with the building, and it's on more than that part of the toilet. It's all over the building. Anyway, it can hit us anywhere at any time. It doesn't matter how ridiculous it is. They're just a couple of dumb stories that I've experienced. If you have some dumb stories that now you look back on and you're like, wow, that was pretty dumb, it might be relatable, chuck it down in the bottom. I'd be delighted to have a read if you're willing to share. You know, there are other ones more common, stuff like I sometimes feel uncomfortable wearing pink because it's a feminine colour, which is bullshit. It's not a feminine colour, you can wear what you want. However, sometimes in my brain, because of the association with pink, it will pick up. I've got a couple of pink shirts, I'll pick one up and be like, not today, can't do it because I need to be seen as masculine. So, things like that. My walk was a big one. How I hold myself up top was a big one. If I was walking like I was too small, that made me feel dysphoric. If I was walking bigger and broader, that made me feel euphoric. So, there's a number of different things. And then you've got stuff like your voice, chest, hips, etc. So, anyway, that's enough rambling from me. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you've got some stories that you want to share or you're willing to share, leave it in the comment section below. If you want more videos like this, great, let me know. I'm going to chuck a subscribe button somewhere on the screen, so just click my face. Okay, bye. Yay, we're done.